When I talk to plumbers, roofers, electricians, HVAC people about Google Ads, I find like 7 times out of 10, they're completely confused about how Google Ads works. And I'm not really blaming them because honestly, Google makes it really confusing. Okay, why Google Ads? Because ads are based on search on Google, people typing keywords that represent intent. You want those people while they're in the moment of looking for an electrician, a plumber, a solar roof, whatever it is. Okay, that's what they're looking for in that moment. They find Google, they see your ad, they click, bam, that's the way it works. Now, normally Google Ads is you pay for per click, right? So you show an ad on Google that shows when somebody types in a keyword that triggers your ad, and then they click it and then you pay for a click. However, at the very top of Google Ads, there there's something called LSA or local search ads. And LSA is basically their answer, Google's answer to the fit cost per lead type of sites like Home Advisor or Angie or things like that that are selling leads to contractors. Usually they're selling the same lead to multiple contractors, which really sucks. And so everybody's like jumping on the lead at once and they're getting hammered. And by the time you call back, they're the person saying, don't call me anymore. Anyway, I digress. But Google's is a little better than that. But you are paying a fixed cost per lead. So let's say it's $70, right? It depends on the niche, what you pay, maybe also the area, but you're going to pay whatever you pay. Let's say it's 70. Somebody would go online, they'd see that at the very top, which they do push it to the top. Okay, it's even above like the local business results, which is the Google business profiles, but I'll get to that in a second. And so you basically they show that at the top. It's in a strip across. It's kind of like horizontal, and somebody might click that, but that's prime real estate. So it's important to be in there because a lot of people are lazy and they don't want to scroll down the page and they're just going to like kind of go the first thing, click on the first thing they see. And that's LSA in almost every case. Now, if you go farther down the page, you're probably going to see a Google local pack, which is going to be a bunch of Google business profiles. Hopefully you have a nice business profile. Hopefully it's ranking well organically, but that's not what I'm talking about in this video. Whether it ranks organically or not, hopefully it has a lot of good reviews, like, over 4 stars, preferably over 4.5 stars, because that listing can be pushed as an ad into the Google pack so that it actually appears sometimes at the top, sometimes at the bottom of a Google pack of businesses that have ranked organically, right? It's a meritocracy, they've earned in, but you can buy your way in. That also lets you buy your way into other cities around your area where maybe you could never rank for anyway, right? So that is basically a local extension for Google Ads. So that's a pay-per-click thing. So you're going to pay per click when somebody clicks that ad, which is just your Google listing with your reviews and everything. You definitely want to be doing that. Okay. Those two are a 1-2 punch for any of the trades and a lot of other businesses, but I'm just talking about the trades right now on Google. That's the way to go. You should also try to get ranked, yes, organically on, with SEO and all that stuff. You should also try to get mentioned and cited by the LLMs, the AI chatbots like ChatGPT. But again, that's another topic for another day. But that's where people search. And that's the real estate that you want to be showing up in. And that's going to get you business. Now, there's a lot more to it than that. Again, you got to make sure you have really good reviews so that, because both in the LSA as well as the Google business profile ad, that is going to show your reviews. So it's critical that you have, that's the most important thing in local marketing. Like, make sure you have over 4 stars. And if you don't even push these things into your listing, don't even push these into ads until you do, because it's just not going to work well. It's not going to convert. Anyhow, I'm going to drill into other aspects of this, but I wanted to do this video on a top level of how it all works. The cost per click, by the way, I talked about that, is going to vary as well. So it depends on your area. You could be paying anywhere from, you could be paying, $5-6 for a click. You could be paying $12. You could be paying $20 in some cases. Just depends on the niche and the area and the competition. Okay. But I would be in both places. And then over time, you can decide whether you want to stay in both places. But if you're just getting started, I would definitely try them both out. If you like this kind of content, please like and follow for more. And if you're interested in getting an audit of your situation, feel free to click the link in my bio and set up a free time to talk.